Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Saturday Santos show. And I forgot my intro, Bruna. No. Anyway, here's the amazing Bruna. Badass focus puller and amazing artist. Let's be real. The pipes. Insane. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Of course,
Excited to be here.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to hear more about this music that you write.
Wow, we're starting there.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about a lot off air. We didn't touch up on the music.
We have not. I'm very excited. I will be dropping my first 2 songs November 11th.
Yeah. Here we go.
Music's something I've always was passionate about, always did like on my own. Always kind of considered like one day I'll do an album, one day I'll make one. Was always in film. You never find the time. And when the pandemic hit, there was only time, and everything just kind of came rushing back. Like everything I like visualized for myself, and I was like, wait, I want to do this. Like, let's just fucking do it.
Hell yeah.
Literally. Well, my good old friend Jess. I've borderline owe it all to her.
Jess, okay.
Jess McDonald. I showed her one thing I wrote because Mark McClintock, Second AC,
That's
shout
right.
out.
Mark. I hope you watch this.
He sent me a beat, which is actually for the song I'm about to drop.
No shit.
And I wrote something to it, and I just showed her for fun. And she was like, oh my God, we need to record that. I have a friend. We're going to do it next weekend. Let's go. Blah, blah. And she literally just like pushed me to it. And I'm like, okay, let's fucking do it. And
holy shit. So this was like super recent.
Oh yeah. This all started like a little after the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
I started recording January 2021.
Ooh, so just this year.
Yeah, that one happened last year, and then that's when I actually started like getting into it and getting like with other producers.
Yeah,
was January. But yeah, that was my first time, and it was just randomly like during like 2020.
Dude.
Just got in studio with a friend, and we did it.
So how many songs have you guys put together?
Well, I've put together different people. That one was just that one that I had written.
Okay.
But I have a few songs surprisingly under my belt.
Yeah.
Once I got into it, it just kind of kept coming and flowing. I just kept like booking. I was like, let's get back in the studio. Like, I'm ready. I want some more. Let's do it. Send me some beats.
Okay.
My other friends are, that's your water. My other
if you
friends
really want 2 waters, it's all good.
But I have a friend who's also a producer, CJ, and like he was posting, he was like cleaning out my whatever files. Let me know if you want beats. So I hit him up for some, got those, and then I just got super into it.
Oh, okay. So you're using your friend's beats, and then you sing over them. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
For now. Yeah. Thankfully, with another song I dropped, not the one I did with Mark, the one I'm about to drop too.
Yeah.
That one was my friend's beat, and I got to go in the studio with Addie Maxwell, who's, to me, already a legend and a genius. But anything you try to, like, tell him to, like, cultivate in the song and feelings, you can, like, put it in any words. And he's like, oh, I got you. Pulled out, like, guitar, piano, this, and, like, you can just like fine tune it with him, and he's so willing to like understand what you want and really like make it your own. And like if you don't like it, I'm like, I'm thinking something a little lower, something like this, something with, and he does it, man.
Whoa.
He like builds it. So it was very, very cool to be able to like, it was a good song. It just like didn't have any like progression.
Sure.
And it just needed to build more. And yeah, exactly what I was imagining. Like he was able to help me like create. So
sounds like he's producing, putting it all together. Hell yeah.
Sure.
You need those people to help like collaboratively feed off of, man.
Unfortunately, I just do not have the knowledge to be able to put it all together, you know, to just like pick up any instrument, create it, and also all the tech that goes behind it. Everyone needs to know how hard it is and how much they fucking grind, because they go overlooked sometimes.
Of course. I'm a musician, but even I could admit I can't compose for shit, dude.
It's a whole different world.
At all. And I understand how it is they do it, but it's good to have someone whose mindset and honestly has a talent for just being able to create those kind of pieces. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So like, I've only heard a couple of the tunes through Ruben, right? So
He's a trip.
are they all the same kind of music?
No, it definitely is an eclectic
Okay.
style right now. And I mean, it just kind of reflects off of like me and everything I've grown up listening to. It's always been a wide variety of like styles.
Oh yeah.
And I've always felt like I need to like reel in on something, but ultimately I don't feel like I need to fully. Like I know so many people like nowadays who are on that like wave and just hitting on what they want and hitting different sounds, and I'm just kind of going with what feels right until maybe I do own in more on a certain sound. But for now, I'm just testing the waters.
Testing
and
those
I love
waters.
It. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You'll hear a little bit of everything soon, I'm sure.
Okay. And when does it drop? That first tune?
11/11.
11/11. Here's super soon, and that's when this is gonna drop. Damn it. We're gonna push it. I love it. What was I gonna ask you? You mentioned Mark earlier. So you've known him for a minute.
I've known him since college, yeah.
Since college?
Yeah, we did the film program together.
Oh, what?
And it's funny because he mainly did sound and booming, and when he left, that's what he kind of did.
Dude, that's how I met him. He like had a sound shirt on. Well, I can't remember what it said, but I was like, hey man, do you like sound? And he just went off. So that's interesting. I didn't know that's what he did.
Yeah. And I was always in camera and lighting in school. And then eventually, like I said, mainly got work in camera, so stuck on that. And was hitting him up to see if someone else was available at a second AC. He's like, I can. I was like, Mark, do you even AC? He's like, yeah. I just AC'd with Greg on a job. Like, I'm ACing now. I'm like,
oh, okay.
There
you go.
And like, it was a swirl job. I had done one, I think, without him. Maybe. I can't even remember anymore. But it was super chill. And I was like, okay, I think let's do it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, he's killed it.
Oh, he's amazing. I love you, Mark.
Guy.
Come on my show. Nah, man, that's so sick. So how long you been working with Swirl? Because that's where me and you met. Yes, on
Gospel
Christmas. That's right. Oh, Lord. How was that production for you?
I forgot we're being recorded. Just kidding. I mean, it was chill. Like, you know what to expect in some form, whatever. I've just never had that kind of altercation with a DP.
Oh, really? That's right. That went down.
A little something went down.
Dude, I didn't know. I was over there booming where the camera was, I think, Lajelani. And I didn't even hear nothing. All I see is something was going down over there, and then it was hearsay. And then I think that was the first time you asked for the vape, right?
I believe it.
No, man, it sounded like everyone needed it that day.
I was like, yeah, I needed a moment for sure. And then there was a second time where like the producer went off, not specifically at me, but kind of something with the AD, because they're like, why'd the camera go there, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, camera's my fucking responsibility. Like, I know why it's there. They kept asking the same fucking...
Oh,
can we even go? Yeah, right?
Oh, hell yeah. I know the shot you're talking about. It was the setup.
It was just so ridiculous. And then literally, that's when I was like, I walked off. I was just like, I'm not, Jelani, I might walk out. Like, I don't need to deal with this shit. I'm doing literally my job, and because they have no understanding of camera, that's why she was still great. Best directors should know at least somewhat of their gear. Trust their first to fucking know what's going. Yeah.
You surround yourself with people that understand what it is they're doing, and you take their word.
Yeah, and then because there was confusion, and it was all because of, and it wasn't even. That's the worst part. That's why, like, I feel bad. It wasn't even the director's fault. It was like a producer who was getting mad at the DP because something changed with the shot. But I was like, what is the producer even talking about? Like, everyone agreed. It was a mess.
Really?
So, and then it just like escalated, dominoed effect to one to the other. And I was like, I'm not gonna get in a verbal altercation again. So that wasn't worth it. So I was like, I'm just going to walk away.
Oh my goodness.
It's just not worth it this time. And then that's when Alani was like, no, like, I'm going to figure it out. Like, I'm going to talk. I got you.
Yeah.
Stand up. Like, that's so stupid. Why would they? After I explained to her, she's like,
oh my God.
he wasn't even around, poor thing.
No, it was with, I think, Joe's
Joe
camera.
was
Yeah.
camera hopping.
Yeah.
So I walked in, I was just storming out, and Lonnie's like, what's happening? I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm out.
That was in the long week at that church, wasn't it? Oh my goodness.
We were wrapping up. I think that was the third week.
The third. Oh my Lord. That's right. Because after that, we were heading over to the big one, the big church. Mm-hmm. That was a hell of a setup, dude. Like, I have to admit,
everyone was so confused at what we were doing. Like, why were we doing so much? But it was fine. I get what they were doing. It was the intro shot too. But I think
for which one?
I was talking about the last day. Yeah. Everyone was like, "It's gonna be a half day. It's gonna be a half day."
Oh,
it was like,
God.
there's 17 setups for one scene. Wait, what just happened?
That's right. I remember going in there and not knowing that, and then just going to Arjun and be like, "Bro, it's the last day. We're gonna get home at 6. Everything's gonna be great." And that wasn't the case.
But beyond that, honestly, the crew, we all
of
work
course.
so well, so hard,
Of
and it's awesome to see
course.
things come together. So
Yeah. That's why I'm really looking forward to watching BHA now, because it's out. You can watch it.
BHA?
Yeah. Black Horror Anthology. Oh, you didn't work that one.
I know.
I'm so sorry. I'm just using it as an example.
You looked at me like I'm like shit. Like
Don't you remember, Bruna?
a little dumb.
Gospel Christmas.
That was our first one, right
That's
before
right.
Stalker.
That's right.
This was my first thriller, so I'm assuming that was a horror thriller. Wait,
Which one? Stalker?
BHA? What is it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was just another, like 8 weeks, dude. 1 episode per week. It was so difficult.
It was a series. Fun.
It was fun, but
because it doesn't have to be like as slow as a movie like Stalker, which was great, but there's only like a few of those intense scenes.
Yes.
And that I'm assuming was a lot more.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. It was just moving, man. It was just moving the whole time. But it was just it was my first time really getting into that level of production. Because up until then, I was doing the biggest I've done corporate was like 20 people in the crew, and the biggest stuff I've done independent was like 50. And I think on Stalker and BHA and in Gospel Christmas, it's like
7. Shaking the cameras.
it's like no, you're good. It's like a crew of 125, 150, something like that.
Is it?
I was gonna ask. Yeah, I mean, that's what it seems.
I always see it on like lists of like I'm not the best. I like just looking at eyeballing numbers.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't know. There's a good few people.
Yeah. Especially with a
yeah.
gaffing team like how Eric does. That's one of the first times I've seen it like that, where it's like an actual 2 departments. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah.
That was so dope. And then meeting Jesse. I never met Jesse before, and it was great.
Jesse was a sync with me.
I didn't know that.
He was my second-hand man. He was my second, and I called him to second on a swirl job, and he took it.
Yeah.
So I was like, awesome. He's going to be my second. And then he calls me back. He's like, yo, I actually just got offered to Best Boy Electric.
Best Boy, yeah.
For the same movie. And I'm going to make more. I'm like, fuck. Well, then, of course. Well, he was like asking me too. He wasn't even just saying he's going. I'm like, you're kind. Most people would just, I'm like, by all fucking means, man, chase that fucking money.
Hell yeah. And so that was for Stalker.
Mm-hmm.
No. Gospel
Stalker was Mark. Not even Gospel Christmas. I started
it was a whole different production. I am smoking way too much,
It's
guys.
another Christmas one, though, too. Christmas Deja Vu. All these will be coming out to you shortly.
That's right.
Look out.
That's the first one Arjun worked on.
Arjun was on that one?
Yeah, Christmas Deja Vu.
I remember.
Yeah.
He wasn't there all the day.
Probably, I don't know. Probably
I can't remember.
He only came back from India in February. So I think soon after that, like I got him a couple of gigs with that agency, and then after that, I think he was with Swirl the whole time.
Same.
No way.
Well, I was doing a lot of music videos. I said, there's always those random few like realities that'll still hit me up.
Sure.
But no, once I started with Swirl, it was just like one after the other.
No way.
But because of that, I also get more time off in between without having like the whole, hey, can you be there tomorrow? Can you do this? And like always like canceling and rebooking and this. And like that was just giving me anxiety. And I just need a little more consistency. And it just kind of like worked out. And like you can call off and find someone to fill in if you have like a doctor's appointment. Like it's so ridiculous. I'd be like, oh shit, well, I need to work because you don't know when you're going to get it again. Even though you always get it. But still like that anxiety. It's just like, nope, say yes to all of them.
Dude, that's one thing I wanted to talk with you about was not just how awesome you are, your music and all this, but also about like production life. Because I think I told you a bit before, I was in the pre-production, production, and post. And only recently, this is all like this kind of lifestyle super new to me. Is it commonplace, like the hours and like the having to day play? Do you day play a lot and stuff like that?
That was my life, and I've been doing it for like 3 years really consistently to where I'm like in the industry, maybe almost 4. And like it started in Florida, and in Florida there aren't many companies out there. My plan was always after graduating, do 1 year to build up my resume and then move out here because the work is a lot more consistent. There's a hub.
Oh, so you were planning on moving here to Atlanta.
That was always the plan.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I knew this would be like the spot to get into it. And they can't see, but.
Aw, it's so cute.
So I was out in Florida, and I actually surprisingly got a lot of my work off Staff Me Up. I had built a little resume during school already. And I was able to get like consistent work, and it wasn't long until I jumped into ACing. Like I PA'd on a few gigs, and then I was able to get booked with a crew, which will forever be my favorite, from Canada. Buyers Boot Camp guys. And it was like my first time getting an official show where I was ACing, and it was like for 3 months.
3 months. Whoa, that's
it wasn't.
That's a long gig.
But they were only here like 2 to 3 times a week, and that's all we'd shoot. And it was super great, and they just taught me so much. And from there, maybe we should do something with her.
Oh no, it's awesome. I can see her. It's all good. I'm probably making it worse. I'm sorry.
I just started ACing plenty. It was great, but because there wasn't any like can we scratch this for a second?
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Okay. I'll edit away from you here. All right, we're playing with 7 here, and you can't.
I'll
see
hit
her.
It away from
you can't see her, but she really loves this. So I've been throwing it back there and really disturbing the show. So my bad. Lord today. All right. Okay, back at it. Learned a lot. You started AC.
But to keep consistent work, I had to truly drive around all over Florida.
Really?
And I would go from Miami to Tampa. I worked a lot in Tampa.
That's a lot of driving.
To Jacksonville. There were some times where I would literally go from one city to another, which was not often because it's a little unsafe. And like I would drive like late nights, and like my miles on my car was just through the fucking roof.
Whoa.
And it was just like the side that people didn't see, and the side that like it's so funny because I come here to Atlanta, and thankfully like you don't need to do that. Sure. And like you get your friend on, and everyone's like learning, and you want to try the film production. It's so cool, get in. And there it's like no, like you have to be like prepared resume. I was on Staff Me Up like all the fucking time, submitting to everything. I had like tokens that I would like buy sometimes to make sure mine was the first one up, and just built my shit out. And when I was here, like. That's how like I got here. It was pretty easy to get work because like I knew a lot, man. Like I fucking went through
you killed it, yeah.
But it was like I've had this like, and also the school I went to kind of had this like old white man mentality in the film world, which is just I don't know. I like to think of like old Hollywood, where it's just like it's everything like fear based, and you need to do this and everything like don't touch that. It's like very union style, but. That's what I talk about, like, the Atlanta film industry, like, really just changed the game in the way, like, oh, yeah, it's a lot more progressive, I feel like. And you see way more younger faces in, like, a lot higher positions. And, like, music videos, obviously, like, really allows that, too. And I don't know, it's really cool you see people in the music video world really overlap with narrative too, and it's just
Really?
like, I feel like
That's
you
right.
don't always see everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that Atlanta had that kind of unique kind of new Hollywood spin on it. I didn't realize that was the thing,
100%.
because whenever Arjun was bringing me in, I was expecting what you're saying. It's like hardcore, but that's what he told me. Like it would be like he did a couple of Avenger things, but a lot of reality too.
Yeah.
But yeah, he kind of fed me that kind of idea. When I got into it, I was like, oh shit.
I mean, it's good too to keep them, and it's how you want to train them, and that's what's, Swirl doesn't have that build. I don't know. I think they pump a lot out to where it's more about getting it out. I see like with Jelani, like he really wants to build, like he's picking his electric and his grips very specifically,
Right.
and same with his camera.
Right.
And he wants it to be very like fluid, and we get a lot of like green ACs. And to me, when I talk to them, it's like, I don't know. We don't want to be at that state. We want to
Sure.
be like, just because you don't always feel like you need to do these things, we should be doing these things, because there's always a purpose kind of for like why the old school has done it, and it really does keep things flowing so much faster.
Yeah.
And it's like, just always put your slate here. Just always put it like next to my stamp, because you don't have that random time where you're like, oh shit, where'd I put it? Just like little things that you don't think are like necessary. It's like, it kind of is like, please, like just put the batteries in this one spot in our run bag. It's not because like I'm anal and like,
Sure.
you can't put it wherever you want, but it's like, so when we have to move really quick, I can run and I know where it is. I'm not going to skip a beat. And those are the things that are important. And with Swirl, which is a lot of like, hurry up and wait. You need to be ready to like move when it's time to move. So it's like those. I think those things are vital. And I think they shouldn't be overlooked. But yeah, we tend to be more relaxed over on the side.
Sure.
Hollywood.
Well, that's one thing that was a big surprise to me, at least with Arjun and audio, was, like you said, hurry up and wait. Because once everything was set up, it was just kind of like, okay, just waiting to start and everything like that. But meeting everyone, man, yourself included, and Mark and Jesse and Dennis and Eric, bro, there's so many. I love meeting them all. Have you worked with, I know you worked with Jesse and Mark before, but was there anyone else on like Stalker? Lonnie? Yeah.
So I worked with Lonnie. Hilarious. So we thought the first time we worked together was this train wreck of a music videos for Tyrese from Fast and Furious.
Okay. A music video with Ty. Okay.
Yeah. It didn't go well. I'm not going to say much.
Okay.
But it wasn't good for anyone.
Oh, okay.
And we would bond over that. It's funny to us. And then randomly I was like scrolling through my photos because my phone storage was full, so I had to like delete shit.
Yeah.
And my friend randomly couldn't production design this music video. It was supposed to be something really small. She's like, Bruna, can you? I'm like, I don't do art. She's like, but you're like the best. Like, I know you got it. Like, you can do it. I'm like, what the okay, fine. Like, it's gonna pay fine. Like, all right, whatever. So I did it and just took like random pictures of the set, and I like see those. I was like, oh, funny. I remember when I did that. Lonnie? Is that Jelani? And it's like Jelani holding a camera over my set, and I'm like, that's funny. It was just like way back, and then like I sent them to him, and it was cool. And then ever since I've just been going with him to all his other movies.
That's amazing.
Dope. Yeah, I love working with him.
That's
truly
awesome. I love it when you meet and you click with people and you just keep that going.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
I tell him all the time. I was like, yeah, whatever you got, I got you.
Yeah.
You can put me on. Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
For sure.
Hell
He's one of those guys, yeah. And he knows what he's doing, and he wants to do it right and well, and he's in it for the art, and yeah, it's dope.
Well, how was Stalker, that production for you? We talked about Gospel Christmas a little bit, but I'm curious of how this one was compared to the other, because this was a little more indie and horror.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, I enjoyed it more. It was definitely more.
I wonder if I should put him up. Here, one sec.
So
We got a battle of titans.
oh
going
my
on in the
God,
background.
that's so cute. Hey, shh. 7. No, ma'am.
There you go. Just chill up there, Sawyer.
7.
7.
The most curious dog you'll ever meet.
I love it. I love it. So, this production.
Stalker.
Yes. The one we just finished up, wrapped up.
So, I mean, I loved working on it.
Yeah.
I love working for Jelani, and I was super excited for him. Like, I knew he was going to get to just get more creative with it and more artistic.
He's
and I saw it's like,
yeah.
And this is just like one that, all the other movies I do with him, he does DP.
He does DP too,
He didn't want to DP Gospel Christmas. They kept asking him to. And
Really?
then, even halfway through, they didn't want to deal with that DP. They kept asking Lonnie to DP. Should I not say that either?
No, that's fine. I'm editing. I'm like,
Oh my God.
I'm giving a surprised face. I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yeah, and Lonnie's like, no, I'm gonna sit back on this one. Like, I can't deal with it because it does come with a lot, and like,
of course,
because they are pumping so much out. Things do like fall through the cracks, and then you have to deal with shit, and it takes away from what we're trying to do because the hurry up wait isn't good for the art side.
Of course.
7.
Get over here.
Relax. Good girl.
Aw.
But Stalker, no. Gospel Christmas, Lonnie, something all along
Gospel
those
Lonnie,
lines.
Christmas, Stalker. He's DPing. He's DP'd a lot. He was being asked to DP. Yes, okay. Gospel Christmas, yes. I didn't know that.
Stop it real quick. Don't use this. I feel something in my eye.
Oh no, you're good.
I'm like saying, you're like, wait, give me a second. Let me freshen up.
No, yeah, you're good. I was just
okay.
I was looking at myself and I was like, is there something on me?
Get it. The other day there was a mosquito on my face, and my friend was like, and I'm like, get it, like I didn't want to slap you. I was like, by all fucking means, there are times when you have to, okay?
Oh my.
These are one of those times.
Yeah.
Get that shit. He was like, it was literally just hanging onto your cheek. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, okay, but Lonnie DPing. So no, so it was great because you did see it. Like, all the shots really were beautiful, and it was very fun. Mm-hmm. But sometimes the director wanted something different, and that always happens, and things can get tough, but I'm very excited to see it. No, this was well shot, so.
It looks gorgeous. I'm actually very interested in seeing how it sounds, because that was my first time mixing the whole thing. I've mixed before, but always just corporate stuff. And, nothing so long form. Right. So I would do just commercials and stuff like that. And it was interesting to do this because I love Rich. I love David. My first time working with them in such a capacity and for so long. 15 days, right? 15 days?
14.
14 days. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I'm eager to hear it. There was only like 2 scenarios where it was so hard, man. I don't know what it was.
Which ones?
There was one where like it was outside when we were at that house for like that whole week.
Yes.
And then we were so that house and then the house next to it.
The front porch.
The front porch.
I knew it.
But why?
It
doesn't make sense because right before in front in the driveway sounded great. Like, everything was great. Everything sounded great. But what was about that damn porch?
Bro, and did you see, even for camera it was tough.
Really?
Because, the neighbors pulled out chairs and, sat down and watched. And we're, eating chips and, watching, in the background. And, sometimes they'd peek. And you'd see them. And then the husband comes out with binoculars. He goes back in. We're like, okay, great. And comes back out with binoculars.
Oh, my.
And was, watching us.
I had no clue.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And then one of the PAs had to ask the lady to move one time. Because then she, went down to the steps and was, literally right next to the girl's head. And we're like...
Does that happen a lot for you guys?
Thankfully, no.
No. Yeah. I don't know what it was. It was like that little place. That's one reason you kept seeing the cart move closer, because I couldn't get it. Everything was laved right. Everything, the range was good. So the only other thing I can think of is to get the cart closer and get the range better. But it was like a vacuum there, man. And then like this guy was like revving a chainsaw or lawn mowing or something.
Yeah, it was one thing after another.
It's too much. 7.
Yeah.
7. I love you, buddy. She's like, really? You love me? Play.
Literally, she's like, I heard that.
Yes, I know. And now
We
I hear her
can,
leaving.
like, I get tired of something.
Oh no, it's cool. It's
Yeah,
all good.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's cool with you,
Little
I think.
monster. No, I'm fine with it, but I know she's a lot.
Oh no, we're good. We're good. I think we went for an hour though.
And I took her on a walk.
Yeah.
All the way, like, on the Beltline from Ponce all the way back to my place this morning. And
That's what
she's
you
still
said. Yeah. She's excited.
She's still,
new
like,
plays.
pumped.
Yeah.
Dude.
New plays, new toys, new dog. I completely dig it.
Like, they get more mature with age, but she stays awake a lot longer, too.
Really?
Yes.
Aw.
Yes.
Oh, I love her. Yeah,
She's my partner. I take her anywhere I can, honestly.
Yeah, I try to do the same with Alita, especially like out to eat, because everywhere around here has like fucking outside seating and everything. Like one of my favorite Japanese spots has outside seating. Dude, I took her there when she was a puppy, like nothing, little baby, and I ordered food and she was just chilling, and they brought out like a little sashimi thing for her.
Stop.
It was like a Japanese joint with sushi. They bring her like a little bit of sushi, and I'm like,
Oh
oh my
gosh,
god,
I love that.
they loved her.
Hey.
Aw.
It's not time to play.
It's okay. I think it is though. We went for an hour. Did you enjoy being on the show?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you.
Of course.
Pleasure being here. This was great.
I'm glad that you were able to come by, and I want to push their music. So 1111.
Yes.
1111. Where can these beautiful people find it?
You can find it everywhere.
Everywhere.
Apple, Spotify,
Okay.
Tidal.
Okay.
There was a bunch of other stuff on DistroKid that was checked off. I don't know, but
Oh,
they're
shit.
all going through.
hell
So check
yeah.
it out. Pandemic Pack.
Pandemic Pack.
Pandemic Pack. So that's when everything started for me.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I
here
love
we
it.
go.
And they just search through like with your name?
Yep, it's gonna be Bruna Valor, the
Bruna
artist.
Valor, the artist. There we go. Well, thank you so much, Bruna Valor, the artist, for coming by. And we'll catch you here soon. I'd love for you to come back by.
Amazing, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Take it easy.